The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
Всем привет! Всем привет! Сегодня немножко стрим пораньше. Ну как немножко? На несколько часов. Просто решила провести его днем, так как буду более занята вечером. Ну и мне нужно будет отдохнуть перед завтрашним днем, который у меня будет достаточно сложный. Вот, поэтому вот так. Какие планы у меня на сегодня? Это сделать дейлики, как обычно, а потом, как я уже написала в названии стрима, пройти дополнительные сюжетки Венти и Моны. Может быть, что-нибудь еще поделаем, но я пока не уверена. Вот. В общем, такие дела, такое настроение. Нужно вообще много всего теперь делать. Не хватает ресурсов, нужно проходить боссов, и теперь я понимаю то, что говорили мне в самом начале, когда я начинала стримить, то, что не будет хватать смолы. Привет, привет. Собственно, это сейчас и происходит. Смолы мне не хватает, боссов надо бить, я не могу прокачивать персонажей пока, в общем... Надеюсь, как-нибудь из этого выберемся. Так, ну что, давайте начнем с дейликов. О, нет. Это худшее. Почему? Я сейчас, наверное, не смогу его вынести, потому что у меня... Короче, смотри, я сейчас пройду дейлики, и потом заходи, хорошо? Только с тебя подписка. Я не знаю, ну, потому что мне сейчас будет сложно дейлики выполнять без двух персонажей. Спасибо, спасибо. Так, ну я не смогу это выполнить, я уже узнаю с аэростатом. Мне наоборот его нужно защитить. Ой, 5 минут. Так, ну-ка, не думайте даже. Так, как? Почему ты не стреляешь куда нужно? Ну почему не попадаешь ты, ё-моё? А разве дейлики можно вдвоем выполнять? Я думала, что нельзя. Да ты стреляй сюда. Так, у меня мало времени. Успею, не успею. Да, Лиза, повернись ты, ё-моё. А ты откуда тут появился? Ух ты, вот оно когда. Блин. У меня персонажи не так, как мне нужно. Я вообще, по-моему, полусплю или что? Я понять не могу. Саму себя. У меня персонажи не те. Кто стреляет? С горем пополам, но прошла. Так. Сейчас поменяю я 0. Да, я знаю, но я не знаю, как это поставить.
It is as the stars foretold.
Я ненавижу тут дейлики, но я пока выполняю, потому что я не знаю, как просто переставить. Так, я думаю, она хочет поесть, как обычно. Или это не та? Нет, это не та. Ага. Тебе, наверное, нужны краски. Неужели нужен шелк, которого у меня нет? А, нужны новые идеи. Хорошо, хорошо, это без проблем. Так, сейчас. Меню. Приключения. А, все, Все, поняла, спасибо. Ну, сейчас я уже доделаю, раз уж я начала. Так, а где Рамзи находится? О, я думала, сейчас все как-то собьется. Все хорошо. Спасибо большое. Я думаю, вот с этим я помучаюсь. Ну ладно. А, я так и не поняла, да, как это сделать. Вот, по-моему, нужен друг, насколько я поняла. Ну, я уже полетела, потом вернусь и сделаю. И потом получится открыть. Там ты еще и наверху, да, есть?
Don't be such a brute.
Так. Да блин. У меня нет этого, не хватает. У меня не хватает. Ладно, стало легче жить. Хорошо. А где еще один? Почему ты не хочешь залезать? Ну, сейчас он появится. Где он? Он что, ушел? Меня что бесит вот тут, когда я поворачиваю, мои персонажи не всегда поворачиваются. Нет, самый легкий дейлик другой, когда нужно забрать предметы, вот там вообще можно не напрягаться, просто пробежать и все. Так, надо бы подхилиться. Нет, а как тут сделать на самый край, чтобы одна нога свисала, а одна нет? Все. Смогла, спасибо. Блин, я так не хочу, чтобы там был с ледяной пушкой. Но мне кажется, он там будет. Или нет? Может и нет.
Don't be such a brute.
Так, я сейчас получу плюшки у Катерины и потом заходи.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Все, можешь заходить. Так, да, сейчас. По поводу боссов, да, есть один, с которым можно помочь, если ты хочешь. Вот этот. Вот он. Чудо природы.
I didn't know you were so...
Так, а у меня хватает смолы? Должно вроде... Да, хватает. Так, ну я тогда направляюсь к нему. Мне кажется, что сейчас у меня слишком быстро повышается ранг приключений, я не успеваю даже за ним. Я думала, будет как-то все медленно.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
Ух ты уже там. Я отвлеклась. Блин, у меня... Ух ты.
Frostbite. What's the
Motion to compel. Don't blink.
freeze? Push your luck.
The law
Да блин, как
has
так?
loopholes. Incinerate.
Спасибо. Привет. Все хорошо, вроде как. Спасибо большое за помощь. Нет, у меня даже смолы нет. Так что можешь спокойно рыбачить. Ты вроде хотела порыбачить и не хотела. Я сейчас тоже пока пособираю ресурсы всякие. У меня мало. Так, я, наверное, сейчас... Кею заменю. Вот так.
Sometimes the law is
Stop.
compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the
Сделаю вот такую комбинацию. О, ты тоже 60 уровень. А, и 80 там есть, хорошо. Только сейчас заметила. Так. Нет, там нужно было зайти в мир Цуя, вот, и заодно мне оказали помощь. А так у меня сейчас даже нет смолы. Потом я собираюсь делать сюжетки дополнительные. Так, а почему ты не намокаешь? Вот, намок.
Oh my.
Да, хорошо, конечно, я напишу. Так, у меня же там еще достижение, сразу тоже его нужно собрать. Я сейчас начала еще пользоваться чайником активно. До этого он у меня был открыт, но так и стоял. Но я решила исправить это. Но теперь столько ресурсов туда опять нужно. Это кошмар какой-то. Где их столько находить только?
Motion to compel.
Вообще ничего не хватает.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
Так, может приготовить его? Ну, не знаю. В общем, буду пока ресурсы собирать. Вообще ничего не хватает. Вы такие смешные, я не могу. Привет, тут все хорошо. Тебя как? Да как ты еще жив-то, ё-моё? А ты-то как тут оказался?
Boom! Chia! Chia! Hup, hip, hop. He. Ta.
Ой, Вент. Я вчера сама по себе его немного повыполняла. Что-то вроде получилось. Немножко. Но у меня маловато персонажей. Там хоть и дают, конечно. Блин, я все не могу привыкнуть.
Hup, here. He. Ta. Ta. Hup, hup, hop. He. Chia.
Боже, сколько мне лет? Мне много лет. Мне 23. Вопросы про возраст стали такими болезненными. О, нет! Давай не падай. И как? Все прошло хорошо? Ходила одна? Да, это не так много, 23, но... Ну, не знаю, типа, уже 23, недавно мне было 15. Поэтому такая реакция. О, ну это тогда хорошо. Это хорошо. Неужели нет никаких сундуков?
Yikes! Hup. He. Hup. He. Chia. Chia.
А у тебя сейчас какой ранг? Я помню, ты последний раз вроде писала 50-й, но это было уже давно.
Remarkable condition.
А, понятно, понятно. Я вот сейчас очень пожалела, что я прошла возвышение. Точнее, повысила мир. Ну да. Понятно, она же электро, и там ты ничего не можешь сделать. А ты как жив остался? Блин, я теперь хочу как можно больше персонажей, но у меня их очень мало. Хорошо, хоть я выбила балл. Но я пока не могу как раз сходить к электроокеаниду, потому что я не прошла там сюжетку. По-моему, из-за этого я не могу.
Motion to compel. Incinerate.
Да, я не открыла его. Сейчас я приду к тебе. Я так могу? Нет, я так не могу. Сейчас я приду. Как его надо открывать? Сюда, окей. Так, ну я туда не пойду. Спасибо за подсказки. долезу должна. Ну, я уже залезла. Я, кстати, хочу еще провести стрим с другой игрой, но я не знаю с какой. Я даже не знаю, чтобы это была игра на прохождение или просто игра, которую можно играть бесконечно. Если ничего не происходит, надо менять на Кею, я не хочу менять. Ладно, сейчас все равно придется. Да, я знаю. Просто я не хочу менять на Кею, но говорю, сейчас все равно придется менять персонажей. Поэтому, наверное, я заменю. Вот так.
Dodge this.
Так, и где еще вот?
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
Мне сейчас так жаль, что я прокачивала Фишель, еще некоторых других персонажей. Просто столько ресурсов впустую потратила. Ну, хотя тут Фишель, а остальные-то ладно. Так, нет. Можно и так сказать, да. Играю чисто на реакциях. Енифер и Лиза. Я не люблю лучников. Да, она, наверное, хороший персонаж, но не для меня. Я не умею играть лучниками. Я вообще-то тебя ударила, алло. Ну, КГ это не килограммы.
I'll catch up.
Ой, я даже не помню. Это где? Может, даже не забирала. Вот это? Где каменный лес Гуюй? А, ну тогда вряд ли. Да-да, я не обижаюсь, ничего страшного. Так, а где тут? Так, сейчас.
Oh my.
Так, сейчас я приду к тебе. Ну тогда подожди, сейчас. Я думаю, тут поближе. Давай сначала я, потом ты. Нет. Давай по очереди.
Freeze. Dodge this. Cool it. Dodge this. Cool it. Dodge this. Freeze. Cool it. Dodge this. Cool it. Dodge this. Freeze. Dodge this. Freeze.
Ну давай доплывем сейчас. Тут тут еще геокол. Так, а где тут сундук? Это точно этот остров или это другой остров? А, все, поняла. Спасибочки.
Quite the find.
Так. Сколько у меня накопилось? Нет, не это. $197. Я могу купить одну. Я хочу сделать еще 10 круток на этом баннере. Посмотрим, сделаю ли я или нет. У меня есть 3 геокула, может быть. Сейчас посмотрим. Я не помню, там у меня повысится уровень или нет.
Come on, let's get moving.
Я уже надеялась. Сейчас в Инадзуме тоже надо сделать это подношение. Сейчас у меня вообще нет желания. Так, сейчас приду.
What's wrong? Can't handle the cold? What's the hurry?
Нужно в каком-то определенном порядке, да? Спасибо.
How fortunate. Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Где эта мелочь?
Cool it.
Incinerate!
Freeze.
Ах ты мелочь. В горах, да, я делала квесты, но, по-моему, не все я там сделала. Блин, сейчас бы Лиза понадобилась, конечно.
Huh. Let's appraise the value on this.
Кстати, я вот, когда говорила про ресурсы, я не задумывалась о ягодах. Но теперь, после открытия непосредственно чайника, точнее активного использования чайника, я понимаю, что мне и ягоды очень нужны. Да, я там делала часть, но я просто очень не люблю эту локацию, просто катастрофа как. меня какая мышка?
No pain, no gain.
У меня мышка Sven GX 950 Gaming. Сейчас я напишу тогда в чате.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work.
Так, заявку я приму. Сейчас. Так, ну что, собственно, ради чего мы все сегодня здесь собрались. И это дополнительные сюжетки Венти и Моны. Я думаю, самое время их делать.
Today, good for going
Привет,
out.
привет.
Did I say that yesterday as well?
Ну, я вообще Венти очень люблю, он очень крутой.
Hey, look over there! She's all by herself, right? Because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. Paimon's creeped out. What? You mean you used to act like that too? So is this an invisible friend who
Боже,
hangs out
Паймон,
with
я
you
и сейчас так
sometimes?
делаю.
Or do they just exist in your imagination? Imaginary. Imagination. Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right? Why didn't you just say so? So, this imaginary friend of yours, when does Paimon get to meet them? Seriously? So,
Хорошо,
imaginary
хорошо,
friends
Фукси.
just disappear when you grow up? Oh, Paimon was looking forward to meeting yours. Hey, don't suppose your brother has an imaginary friend too? No way! You guys are so lucky! Because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems you guys could play it with just the 2 of you.
Oh, Traveler! Fancy meeting you here.
Tone-deaf bard. What are you doing here?
Паймон,
I'm here
почему
because
ты не
Lisa has been making
любишь?
some exciting new contraptions.
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions make Paimon so nervous?
Come now, that's no way to speak about the elegant Miss Lisa. For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some dangerous materials from Sumeru.
Dangerous?
Так, я как-то пропустила суть.
I know, right? Apparently, though, it's called an Urnama detector. Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing it for a while. And also, I'm testing it out for her, to see if it actually works.
Huh? Why can't Lisa use it?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of wonder. Or maybe there's some other reason for it. If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself sometime.
So, you can see them? Go on, tell us. What does his imaginary friend look like?
That would be telling. Anyway, it's all yours now, traveler. Take a look. See if you can see Nora's imaginary friend.
Do you see him? Do you see him?
So it does work for you two.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, but this gizmo isn't in Paimon's size. Alright then, you'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the ground. Let's go see what everyone's imaginary friends look like. Flora from the flower shop always seems kinda...
По поводу сюжетки с бал.
Paimon bets she
Я
has
сейчас
an
про основную
imaginary
скажу.
friend.
Я вчера ее пыталась пройти. У меня не получилось. Но я такая молодец, решила повысить уровень мира. Прям до прохождения сюжетки. А персонажи у меня еще не прокачанные. И если бы я, наверное, решила не повышать уровень мира пока что, я бы, наверное, прошла бы ее. Совершила прям большую ошибку. Но она супер классная. Бал. Она прям вау, шикарная. Да, я ставлю, но я не совсем уверена, что правильно. Ну и я думаю, что... Точнее, я не думаю, что... А я слышала, что артефакты хорошие где-то будут с 40-го ранга.
There it is! Behold, a floaty imaginary friend for floaty-headed Flora! A bloaty floaty!
Wait, imaginary friends can be plants now?
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure. How can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Most people can't see him.
По поводу слабой смолы. Тебя не было в самом начале, когда я только начинала играть. Я умудрилась потратить все за раз. Просто вот так я решила и сглупила. Не знаю, что мной движило в тот момент, но я потратила всю смолу за раз. Но потом, после этого, я тратила немного совсем.
Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend. We grew up together.
No fair. Paimon hates feeling left out.
Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloaty floaty?
What's wrong with it? I always wanted to be friends with a plant who could fly.
Friends with a flying plant? Why?
Because then when it's windy, you and your friend can fly off into the sky together. You gotta admit that's pretty cool.
Isn't that called being blown away?
That's what some people like to call it. I only found out this plant existed from an explorer who told me stories of his adventures. I think his name was Stanley.
Знакомое имя, но я не помню, кто это. Так, ну, допустим, я знаю его.
Stanley's an adventurer. And you can tell he's an expert at it from the stories he tells. The Amazing Adventures of Stanley are super famous in Mondstadt. He's in the city at the moment. You should go ask him to tell you some of his stories.
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But right now we have other things to attend to.
Flora's a pretty mysterious kid.
Which child shall we interrogate next?
Paimon's thinking. Oh, how about that little guy on the bridge?
Вот это да. Я сейчас пока не добавляю. Если кто-то смотрит стрим и добавляется ко мне, пожалуйста, не надо. Я сейчас прохожу сюжетку.
That is unexpected.
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freaking out right now. That thing is sure to attack us.
What say you we postpone our conversation with Timmy for the time being?
Huh? Paimon has a favorite line? Seriously? Oh, alright then. How about we explore the area ahead of us later? Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the City of Freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
Ух ты. Давно не
The thing
виделись.
about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half the fun.
Да, я стримлю каждый день, но скоро будет объявление, и стримы будут не каждый день. Но я сделаю объявление чуть позже сегодня об
I would
этом.
say you're being deliberately uncivil.
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then? You'd throw me out along with the trash, is that it?
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion, or maybe you've forgotten.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so? Then I trust you were most swift indeed to part with a certain vase?
Sorry, I have no recollection.
Просто обожаю их
That's
взаимоотношения.
Master D-Luke, I'm sure I saw such a vase in your home. A beautiful one, unmistakable in fact.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon for one never wants to grow up.
This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly do people's imaginary friends disappear? Let's go and check. How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
Uh-oh. Somehow Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary.
Так, ну так как поднялся вопрос про стримы, сейчас я тогда сразу же скажу. Следующая неделя у меня будет такая загруженная, и будет много нового для меня происходить в реальной жизни, поэтому я не знаю, смогу ли я проводить стримы до выходных, а если смогу, то они будут вечером, где-то в 8 часов по Москве. Вот, а потом, возможно, что-то изменится. Поэтому я сейчас пока не могу что-то прямо обещать. Я, возможно, буду успевать только заходить в саму игру, чтобы выполнить быстренько дейлики, и все. Я постараюсь, но не обещаю, я вот так скажу.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later. Oh my.
Джин.
Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? Yeah, she's so conscientious. It's terrifying.
Oh, hello. What are you guys doing?
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me really pumped up. Ah, I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well, even better.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Huh, thanks. I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Would you join me for some sword training?
Пока.
How can I smash all these training
Удачи
dummies
на
at once?
работе. Так, что нужно сделать?
Shame. Didn't. How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Ты можешь стрелять вот?
How can I smash all? Shame.
Да как?
How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
А сколько надо времени-то?
Shame. Didn't manage. How can I smash all these training dummies at once? Shame.
Как много времени прошло? Сколько
How can I
надо?
smash all these training dummies at once?
Типа нужно за один раз?
So that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. It's clear I still have a long way to go in my training.
So modest. I, for one, think you're quite the pro at this already.
Well, I'm exhausted from training, so clearly my fitness needs some work. One day.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it, he'll eat your all.
Посмотрите, какая Паймон крошка.
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to do today. Ugh, but I'm so sore from training. I can hardly move. Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's a friend of mine, recently started as an adventurer. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be another day? If I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion. He's adventuring with Stanley today.
Без проблем.
Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. He once set foot in the Mare Javari. Great! Thank you so much.
Ух ты.
Drat. You
Но я
caught
пока
me.
так и не научилась нормально играть в Саю. Поэтому посмотрим, что будет.
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before,
А,
didn't
и
we?
зачем я
During the
тогда
Storm Terror incident.
раз в Венти? Кстати, с Венти я
Seems
ни
like
разу
it's
не
now a
играла.
hot spot for adventurers. That can only
И
mean
зачем мне
one
тогда
thing.
Саю?
We didn't bag all the loot last time. Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high.
Блин, а я, наверное, даже сейчас не смогу поменять, да? А, в Венти тоже лучше не получается. Блин. А может мне выпасть редис, пожалуйста?
Hey, are those guys? Incinerate!
Ух ты.
Let's spice things up a little.
Как же вы так, искатели приключений ведь? Неужели не справились? Ну ты ведь хитрый жук. Так, подождите, мне не до разговора с вами. Нужно проверить все коробки. Наконец-то, редис.
I was so sure I was about to die.
To be fair, that could have gone either way. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume?
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join you some other time.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me, and then had to rescue me.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I...
Да-да-да, поэтому ты тут сидел, пригнувшись.
Whoa! You are Stanley? You are that legendary adventurer? Renowned in all
Врунишка.
of Mondstadt? Who once set foot in the Mare Javari?
The very same.
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as legendary as yourself. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
I think we should keep going. With Stanley by our side, we'll have no problem.
Конечно, все будет из-за Стэнли.
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent. Let's head further in.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Пока я вижу только
Yeah, I
понты.
think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend.
Боже,
Stanley
столько
who
понтов,
braved the
ё-моё.
man Javari.
Enough already! Ugh. Stop grabbing yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Where was I?
You and your partner reached the Mare Javari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely. There was a deathly silence in the air.
Да-да-да.
A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Mare Javari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool.
Блин,
picked up by
опять я не
evil beasts.
долетела.
Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So, did he make it?
Я что-то не вижу тебя, Стэнли, чтоб ты дрался.
I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more, where the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
Блин.
Poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt on the wind, that's the dream.
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions.
Нет, нет, нет.
Like clearing
Нет.
up the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Mare Javari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Ай-яй. Неправильно сделала сейчас.
I have some for you.
You?
Boom boom!
сейчас, подождите. Я чувствую себя некомфортно иначе.
Dodge this. Freeze.
Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
Потому что у него
It
хорошее
seems his
воображение.
imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination on his face. You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own self? Interesting idea, but is it true?
Please excuse me. I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's never told anyone before. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa herself. The sword of brilliant valor and the shield of magnificent honor.
В это я, конечно, не
I
верю.
don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, both the sword and shield are still right here in Mondstadt, over in Dadaupa Gorge. Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary weapons? You bet! This is Stanley we're talking about. If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of, maybe they'll finally come around to the idea of me being an adventurer. Right now, I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited, and my parents don't support my goals one bit. So, what do you say? Help a guy out? I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it, because my reasons are so... selfish. But, I swear I'll give the weapons back to him as soon as I'm done.
Хорошо, хорошо,
Jack.
хорошо.
Let's help him out. Venti, you coming too?
I don't know.
Ну пошли.
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone
Ну
fetch from me
теперь
a
Венти
couple years
точно
ago.
согласен.
Help me find these weapons, and it's all yours.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it? Let's hurry. There's no time to lose.
Венти маленький алкаш. Да. Так, что? Тут больше ничего нет? Так, сколько у меня карточек? Ага, немножечко накопились. Я просто, знаете, что не уверена, что хочу прокачивать дальше Кею. Как бы, с одной стороны, у меня нет выхода особо-то, да? Но я не хочу тратить на него так много ресурсов. Так, а сколько у меня накопилось примагемов? 219. Я могу пока купить только один. Не знаю, конечно, кто это, но... Не успела. Ух ты, как вас тут много.
Motion to compel.
Так, стоп, а у меня есть еще 3 ключа от усыпальницы в Ньюе. Так что, может быть, еще у меня 120. О, сейчас нужно будет много драться.
Hey, that bunch of hilly churls! Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely.
Ух ты. А почему у вас так много-то?
Lo and behold, the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
Are you sure? Looks kind of basic to Paimon, and a little worse for wear, too. Why would hilly trolls be bowing down before a piece of junk like this?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these hilly trolls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic, I'm at a loss for words.
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an Animo crystal fly? They're found in the open country around
Ой,
Mondstadt
они у
City.
меня есть, Венти.
If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. It truly resembles an exquisite crystal dancing in the night air. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you out from the darkness.
You're right. You're right. Then this has to be it. This is the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
So, we got our sword. Now we just need that shield. Let's scout around. It's definitely in Dadaupa Gorge, so... huh?
There's somebody there.
Stanley? What's he doing here?
He's acting so weird.
What happened? Why did you stop all of a
Реально,
sudden?
почему он следит за нами?
Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those Mora-spouting weasel thieves passed by is all.
What? Where? I want to see.
Maybe another time. We have a shield to find, remember?
Так, нам теперь снова нужно активно собирать закатники. Да блин, они нас заметят. О, нет. Так, отлично.
Make my escape.
Так, еще бы цветки сахарки попадались, было бы вообще замечательно. Блин, ну тут никого нет.
definitely write this off as incidental gains.
А где он? Ну давай.
Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent honor.
Это он?
Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of wood. A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind would use this as a shield?
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a wine barrel.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield of magnificent honor. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that has fought in countless wars and lived to tell the tale? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn,
Венти
still
очень
they fight
хорош в
till the very
разговорах.
end,
Прямо
till they have
настоящий
no
бард.
blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength of will. Is that not the true meaning of honor?
You do have a point. Shiny new shields don't stay new and shiny for long. Okay then. Well, maybe if we ask nicely, he'll just let us take the Shield of Magnificent Honor for free. Ahem. Excuse me, Mr. Hilly Churro? Well, okay, you take it from here. Hope you've picked up some Hilly Churlian by now. If not, there's always body language. Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all. Oh, he did not seem to appreciate that.
Ух ты.
He did not seem to appreciate that. Oh no, we ticked him off big time.
Я пыталась. Я думала, если говорить на их языке, то все будет окей. Но там, походу, не очень приятные вещи.
Hey, he dropped the Shield of Magnificent Honor and ran.
Guys, thank you so much. I can't believe I actually found them. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons I found.
Ой, не знаю даже, что скажут его родители.
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! And I actually helped a lot this time. What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Hey, Hey, what are you doing here, Bard? Fancy that, huh? You, out for a stroll too?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack's feelings?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Upa Gorge. You've fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it. I can navigate this
Да не
whole
ври
area
уже
from
нам-то. Зачем нам врешь?
Wow! Then I admire your perseverance. And your memory, too.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out, though. This place is crawling with hilichurls. I'll get back to my, stroll now. Goodbye.
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder, if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future, which way would they go?
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight.
Make my escape. One with the wind. Ooh, what's in here? Maybe a growth serum? Make my escape.
Ну, я думаю, мы спокойно можем подождать. Заодно пособираем тут. Так, стоп, это что, феечка? Я же всех собрала. Угу. Почти, почти. Так, там еще одна феечка. Прости, но мне нужно мясо.
Mission accomplished. Can I go back and sleep now?
Так, мне бы выполнить все это. Хотя бы вот эти два.
Surely I should be due a growth spurt by now. Make my escape.
Блин, опять нет цветков сахарков. Шишки я вроде более-менее собрала. Ну и то их мало.
Make my escape.
Ух ты. Вот я не могу. Надо забраться на ту гору. Я еще даже не забралась. Ну давай.
Almost got away.
Чуть-чуть ведь не хватило. Так, ну не падайте, иначе потом снова возродитесь. Да ты что? Дайте мне уже забраться. Сейчас, блин, возродиться.
Motion to compel.
Так, мы можем сделать небольшое подношение. Так, я думаю, может быть, пока пособирать тут, в деревне. Полуночный нефрит, пока мы ждем время. Я просто не хочу его мотать, потому что можно пособирать всякие плюшки пока что. Блин, я думала, что-нибудь будет.
Make my escape.
Или может из-за того, что прошло...
Make my escape. Make my escape.
Походу, еще ничего такого нет.
Invisible evidence!
This should be fun. Let's end this quickly. Use this first. No slacking.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
I must collect myself a load of this.
Еще и ты бесячий. Зачем я ввязалась в это?
Motion to compel.
Dodge this. This one will be frozen in time.
Boom boom.
Let's end this quickly. Yes, this is it. Freedoms.
Осталось разобраться с ним.
This one's well done.
Dodge this.
You need to hurry up.
Так, секундочку. Привет, привет. Я только сейчас читаю чат. Надо покормить Лизу. Окей. Смотрите, ему просто пофиг.
No pain, no gain.
Это какой-то глюк. Можно я просто соберу? Он самый жирный, я не хочу с ним драться. Да, сейчас покажу. В плане, какое у них оружие и всякое такое, у меня ничего толкового не стоит. Сейчас. Нет, я не это хотела сделать. Ну вот, кто у меня есть. Нет, чтобы удобнее было, через отряд покажу. Вот у меня все персонажи. Так, ну что, все. У Райден я просто ее получила и быстренько уровень ей качнула и все. Сейчас я покажу, что у нее стоит. Все, я больше пока ничего не делала. Даже артефакты у нее пока не стоят. больше нет ничего такого. Неужели мы идем его утешать?
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name?
Surely not. Even I've never heard tell
Блин,
of a
я не
second
знаю,
Stan.
может он... Не знаю даже.
It should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Meljabari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why?
Ну вот, я была права.
If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day. But now, that'll never happen, because your life was cut short, and all because of a worthless tag-along.
Does anyone get what's going on here?
I think our friend really did make it to the Mare Javari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley
Ну
in
я
the
вот это
first
имела в
place
виду.
is because he stole the other Stanley's name?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell you adventure stories at every opportunity. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Mare Javari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. Getting too old. Now, are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes! We're busted!
Ну конечно, вы сидите прямо на открытом месте, как вас не заметить?
Go away. Save your questions. Just leave me in peace.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell you again.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take them out on the road.
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing Teyvat?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer in the first place. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack. Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for not telling him about
Ты
my
сам рано или поздно проболтаешься и будешь
All of a
прав.
sudden, you're facing the facts? That isn't like you.
Just now. I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit is so pure, unblemished. Just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of potential. I cannot allow his dreams to be crushed.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experiences. They're all true, aren't they?
Stories? Experiences? What's the point of them anymore? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these days. That's my biggest secret of all, and my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But his personality and the details of his life, I don't remember them clearly anymore. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive his entire life.
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer ever.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know?
Венти знает все.
The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
Huh? I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that I'm gonna be okay.
Но это нужно было сделать. В первую очередь для самого Стэнли.
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean
Кто бы
libation.
сомневался.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf Bard! Oh, hey!
Stanley. So many years after the fact. It's not even his friend himself that holds him back anymore. But I, for one, am confident that the people of Mondstadt will not forget his friend's story.
Там наверху где-то. Главное сейчас не свалиться.
You made it.
Венти такой малышек, я прям не знаю, он очень крутой и миленький.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So, did you at least manage to find your wine?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage.
Он какой-то
And
расстроенный.
actually, it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right? You mentioned it before.
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky, he was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apples? Really?
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had it up to here with you!
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze.
38-й ранг.
Moments like this always take me back. Back to a song that I first heard from him. fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Блин, такой он кроха, просто посмотрите на него. Не знаю, обожаю Венти, он очень хороший. Так, ну что, теперь сюжетка Моны. Ух
It's
ты.
nearly time for after.
Я не думала, что будет в Лие.
Finally. I almost fell asleep waiting. As usual, my predictions are correct. You, yes you, come with me.
Are you some sort of door-to-door fortune teller? Sorry, but we're not really interested.
Блин, она прикольная, она мне
From
нравится.
this world, are you?
Именно ее персонаж, как представили в сюжетке, если что.
How do you know about that?
How? Because I'm a master of true astrology. If you've no other questions, let's be off. Fine. I'll exercise a little patience and explain. I am astrologist Mona Magistus, but considering that it is most rude to misremember names, I allow others to call me Mona. I am on a mission from my master to retrieve a certain box from Mondstadt. It was part of an agreement she made with a friend 50 years ago. But she isn't as spry as she used to be, so now it's up to me.
Not sure what getting some box back has to do with us. Why do you need us to come along?
Well, that's because I would also like to take on the Guardian of the Box. My master and her friend contended in the mystic arts all their lives without a clear victor. If I triumph here, then I will show myself to be superior to my master. Well, I want to prove the power and status of astrology, to be precise. Now, from my predictions, I know that my master's friend has left Mondstadt, leaving her successor as the current guardian of that box. Like me, that successor must also be one who has surpassed their teacher. I must not be careless. But I would prefer to assure my victory in this contest, and upon giving it some thought, you came to mind. The knowledge passed down to me from my master must be passed on in turn. If I were to bring my disciple to meet her, then the lead is already mine, no? And you are Mondstadt's great hero, my equal in status.
Почти ровня, да ты что?
Come on, you don't actually have to become my disciple. You just need to
Ну
act the
ты
part.
хитрюшка.
There's something in it for you as well, should you come with me to get that box. Once I meet that successor and have a chance to exchange knowledge with them, I should be able to read your fate more accurately. Then I will have answers for you, even regarding such distant and foggy matters as gods and kin.
That does seem much faster than searching the land country by country.
A wise decision. That said, I would like to pay a certain place a visit before we go.
There is a small inn near Mount Tianheng that never sees a lot of business, even though its food is always great value for the money. The owner has always been good to me, so I'd like to say a farewell before I set off.
Так, а сколько у меня? 123. Еще на одну крутку, наверное, хватит после выполнения этого квеста. Думаю сделать как раз эти 5 круток в конце стрима.
Well, it's no wonder that an inn set up here has no business.
Mona, you've come at just the right time. Did you see a jade ring while you made your way here?
A jade ring? Can't say I have.
Oh, that's not good. That ring was given to me by my mother. But while my back was turned, it was swallowed up by a slime.
That should be no trouble with Mona here. She's really good at astrology.
Absolutely not. Astrology is meant to be used to gain insight into reality and observe destiny itself. It's certainly not for such mundane affairs.
But didn't you say that the owner here's been good to you?
This is a matter of pride and one's state of mind. If an astrologist thinks that their arts can solve all problems, they will be forsaken by the starry ether. Their divinations will lose the power to guide and will not be able to pierce the fog of the unknown before them. Principles are principles.
Such a powerful ability, and you don't use it to earn a living? What a shame.
Well, I was going to put up 20,000 more as compensation, if you were willing.
Давай 20 примагемов, и мне не нужна будет мора.
20,000? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking that the person who finds that ring must be lucky indeed to be able to earn 20,000 mora just like that. Yes, of course. Still, the owner's business has had it pretty hard. It must be a truly extraordinary ring to be worth spending this much mora to find. It wouldn't be right for us to leave like this, so let's help to search for it. There may be other means we can employ besides astrology.
Oh, Paimon knows where this is going.
I know. I'll leave this one to you. This is the first mission I'm giving you as your master.
Since it was swallowed up by a slime, maybe we can use elemental bait to lure all the nearby slimes to us. You remember the stuff we helped Master Diluc make? And...
О, да-да-да.
Paimon actually kept a small amount. Paimon's the very best partner.
Согласна. Пайман
Seems like you
лучше.
already have a plan.
Yep, we'll be back in a jiffy. The elemental bait's really strong. It will attract all the slimes in the area. Even if they're just slimes, they can be dangerous together, so we'd best prepare ourselves.
Блин, ну Мона, сейчас бы ты мне пригодилась.
Motion to compel. Don't be such a brute.
What's the hurry?
Ой, я не задела.
Don't get frostbite. Don't push your luck. Dodge this. Cool it. Freeze.
Ух ты.
Breath of the flame. Chia. Chia. Ha. Chia. Boom. Ha. Chia. Ha. 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 Chia. Ha. Chia. Chia. Ha. Incinerate! Chia! Ha! Ruah! Get him! Ha! Motion to compel! Found it! This must be the ring! It's so pretty! I'm unsure it's worth a ton of... Paimon wasn't having any bad thoughts? Let's bring the ring back to Mr. Zhu.
Что за мыслишки у Паймона появились? Неужели ты хотела его перепродать?
That's it. That's the one. I thought it was lost forever.
You actually found it. Not bad. Mr. Zhu, you must take care of such precious things a bit better. You might not be so fortunate next time.
You're absolutely right. How would I have faced my family if I had lost the 253rd ring my mother gave me?
Что?
Let me explain. My family owns 3 jade mines, and in order to ensure that I would be able to find myself a good wife, my mother had many jade accessories made as heirlooms. I think there might be over 500 of them.
Then why would you feel the need to set up an inn here?
Well, inheriting the family business too early unavoidably made things boring. Thank you, all the same. Here's the Mora, as agreed. Please take it.
Then I'll take it gladly.
Да ты обалдела, что ли?
But we did all the work.
A disciple should act like one. How can they steal their master's thunder?
Exactly.
Well, you need to start practicing now. If my rival is as smart as I
Мона,
think they are, they will
вот
figure you
это...
out in a heartbeat.
У меня даже нет слов описать ее наглость.
What was that rumbling sound?
Oh, right. You mustn't have eaten in days. I'm very sorry. I forgot that you have no...
That didn't happen. Forget it. Well, I suddenly feel that you have indeed contributed to our good fortune. I say we spend this money on treating you to a fine meal. If we travel north, we'll reach the Wongshu Inn. I hear the food there is really good, so let's go try it out. No need to thank me. I'm just doing as a good master should.
Да-да-да, ты забрала
Did she say
наши
she was
деньги.
treating us? Is Paimon hearing things? She's such a good person. Let's have ourselves
Она забрала наши деньги, Паймон. Какая она хорошая. Блин, я не поменяла. Так, ладно. Пошли. А, нет, хорошо, нам дали денежку. Ух ты. Нет, нет, нет. Нет, нет, нет. Так, я надеюсь, нам хватит сил. Как же... Да как? Ну не падай ты. Блин, а мы отсюда не сможем подняться. Ну ладно. Мы не сможем. Нужно было более аккуратно спускаться. Ну ладно. Главное не забыть.
Since it's Mona's treat, we can order whatever we want, right?
Of course. I am a most generous master after all. But only if you can finish it all. Wasting food simply will not do.
Excuse me, what would you like to order? These are made using large, succulent shrimp wrapped in crispy fried potatoes. They have an amazing texture.
А, все, да
It's
надо.
exactly what it says on the label. Abalone made from vegetarian ingredients. It's... Though tofu could not be a more ordinary ingredient, it and crab roe are truly This is a favorite among our red. Pour a few spoonfuls into each bowl of rice.
All of them? We only have 3. No, 2.5 people?
Давай, не
Isn't that too much
жмотничай.
food?
Ты забрала наши деньги,
That's
давай.
not how you count it. Besides, Paimon hasn't even ordered yet. Squirrelfish, Juyu chili chicken, and jewelry soup, please.
Sure. And is there anything else you'd like to order, ma'am?
I'd just like to ask, how much do the current dishes cost in total?
Around 20,000 mora.
Then, I'll just have some vegetarian noodles, please.
All right. A bowl of vegetarian noodles, was it? Please wait a moment. We'll serve you shortly.
Paimon's been thinking about something since we started eating. Is it because she actually doesn't have money?
I heard that. I said I was treating. How could I be rattled by something as mundane as Mora? An astrologist's mind is set on studying the stars.
Да.
Being
Давай
so
не
easily
обманывай,
disturbed by
не
such
обманывай.
banal matters would hamper my judgment. Especially the act of overly gratifying oneself using Mora. It is both vulgar and dangerous.
So, not eating the dishes we ordered is also part of an astrologist's pride? But it feels kind of bad that only we got to feast. Oh, yes, we can do that. minute. You don't use more to fulfill your desires, so it's fine as long as you're not buying anything, right? Let's go borrow the kitchen from the innkeeper.
Простите, мы тут пару закатников заберем.
Hello. How may I help you?
We'd like to borrow the kitchen here.
Ah, I see. In that case, sure. As long as you've prepared your own ingredients, feel free to use the kitchen. If I may add one more thing. You must be quite well versed in the art of cooking, yes? Talented indeed. Actually, I have a small suggestion to make. From your clothes, you're most likely not from around these parts. But since you've come to Liyue, would you like to try making Liyue-style cuisine? I
Хорошо,
have a recipe for
хорошо.
golden crab with me. It's a Yue cuisine classic. It's crab meat that's been rolled in flour, deep fried, and then pan fried together with ginger and garlic. When you finally plate up, the crab seems to be lying on gold.
Golden crab. Golden crab! Golden crab! Then let's get to it. With your skills in the kitchen, this'll be a cinch.
Ух ты, нам не хватает соли.
Too salty.
Так, ну мы сейчас вернемся. Прикупим только соли. Ну, не зря собирали краба. Ах ты, немножко промазала. Блин, тогда с этой стороны где-то, да.
no need to spend all that effort on me. I am a little hungry. But it's not a big deal. This aroma is... I never thought it'd be so luxurious. Fine. Since my disciple has put in so much time and effort, I must, with great difficulty, accept. It's delicious. It's the most delicious thing I've eaten recently.
Я же сказала.
I mean,
Я
I
лучший
never knew
шеф-повар.
that my disciple was this skilled. As your master, I am most comforted. I see that it's no boast to call them Liyue's delicacies. I suppose it wasn't too much to spend all this mora on. It's nothing. Nothing at all. Now that we've eaten and drank our fill, we should be off. If we travel north from here, we should reach the Stone Gate, and from there we will be within the boundaries of Mondstadt. What deep mysteries shall we acquire knowledge of? I'm looking forward to it. That was tiring, but we're finally in Mondstadt. The quest to plumb the wondrous depths of knowledge is indeed arduous.
Paimon's not tired.
That's because you float.
Well, it doesn't look like an astrologist is all that amazing either.
That's because you have too many unrealistic fantasies about astrology.
Are you also resting your feet here?
Who are you?
Oh, my brothers and I are all merchants. We just finished doing business in Liyue, and we're preparing to head back to Mondstadt. You look rather tired. The cart we hired will be coming in a while. What say you to coming along for the ride? No need, no need. We're already heading that way anyway.
There's no need. Now shoo, get out of our way.
Huh? Miss, is there something wrong?
Cease your pretensions, bandit. Picking up people on the road who appear vulnerable, robbing them blind once they've gotten on the cart, and then taking them to some Archon-forsaken place. Is that your deal?
What are you saying? We came over here to make conversation, and this is how we're rewarded? With insults?
Но я даже не
If you don't want to get
знаю.
on, don't. Crazy girl.
Well then, shall I tell you now which objects you have on you that are stolen? If you have any quibbles, we can bring people to corroborate what I've said, and all will come to light. If I lose, I'll pay you 20,000 mora. But if I win, then you'll be eating prison rations in Liyue Harbor tonight. How about it? If you're real legitimate businessmen, there's nothing to fear, is there?
You've pushed it too far, brat. I don't know how you found out, but as long as we get rid of you, no one will have to know.
Don't fret, it's just a few bandits. You said earlier that there was nothing amazing about astrologists? Well then, this is a good time to show you what your master can do.
You're finished! You're open! Fry!
А смогу я просто Моной победить? Я... Без остальных. Я специально, если что, не использую. Мне просто интересно. давайте. А как я Фейт-то перешла?
What did you think? Did that satisfy your expectations? Such things are elementary for an astrologist. Lies are worthless before astrology. Destiny and truth are written in the stars. Though it may take more time to garner the specifics, I can read the gist of a situation at a glance.
But you did hit some bumps in the road.
That's because Tivat's stars can only display the fates and truths of this world. Anything related to you becomes like a fog that even I cannot penetrate. That is why I must meet that successor. With our knowledge combined, I might be able to gain new insight into your fate. Whatever the case, you've got everything to gain from this trip. Alright, I'm rested. Let's get this journey to Mondstadt over with.
If only we had a cart.
I thought you weren't tired.
Так, нужно сразу все пособирать.
Are you ready? Don't shame your master now. We're about to meet that successor. I guess. Wait, no. It won't do if you have no idea at all, even if you are a fake disciple. We have a rule that forbids us from teaching outsiders, but I suppose I could teach you. My astrology is based on hydromancy, and as the name suggests, I use the reflections in water bodies to observe the true starry sky. Allow me to demonstrate. Watch closely now. From the present station and movement of the stars, I see. So that successor is a young, female Knight of Favonius.
Doesn't that sound like Lisa?
We will meet her here presently.
О, нет.
Well, that's all the information we need. It seems that even basic astrology can't be grasped in one go. Never mind, I'll explain in detail later. She's here.
Wow, it's you, Miss Honorary Knight. And Paimon too, you're back.
That's her. The successor to great knowledge.
Successor?
That's right. I am the astrologist who has plumbed the depths of the ocean of stars. Surely
Мне кажется, Кли не занималась этим.
An ocean of stars? What's that?
Мне кажется, она делала свои бомбочки.
No, don't play dumb. Is this some kind of game?
I should be the one saying that. I didn't get what you said at all.
But my predictions can't be mistaken. Well, let's make sure. Your mother's name is Alice, isn't it?
That's right. Oh, so you're Mommy's friend. But she's gone very far away.
My readings told me as much. But before she left, she must have imparted her mystical arts to you, surely.
Mystical arts? I don't get it. Mommy only taught me to make jumpy dumpties. So Klee's mother is the friend and rival of Mona's teacher?
Yes. As well versed in astrology as she was, my master knew only astrology. Alice, on the other hand, was skilled in a great many other mystical fields.
Well, Klee's so young. So even if she'd heard this deep knowledge, she might not have understood.
Yes. It seems she has inherited the blood, but not the knowledge. What a miscalculation. There can be no contest like this. Ah, yes. So before Alice left, did she tell you about a 50-year agreement and about a certain box?
Oh, I know this one. So you're here for that box. I'll look. Wait here. Not this one. Or this one.
Блин, я хочу Клея в свою команду.
Ah, I remember now. I buried it together with my new treasure at Windrise. Wait for me. I'll be right back. Klee, don't just run off. Don't you need the things in your pack?
I'll help her pack these things back in. You go after her.
Ты собираешься порыться?
Looking at how rash she is, I worry for the box.
Я тебе не доверяю. Так, ладно, проще будет телепортироваться.
It can't be. I put a sign here. There's no mistake. Ah! Dendro's lines! We could talk later. Let's take them out first.
А, у нас несколько получается.
Damaged in the explosions. Retrieval complete. Let's bring it back.
You're back at last. The wait was exceedingly dull. I had intended to read a book to pass the time, but this one was just some ridiculous diary. Nothing of note in it at all. It dropped from Klee's backpack, so I thought it might contain some ancient knowledge.
Я так и знала, что ты хочешь порыться.
So, did you find the box?
We did. It's in perfect shape.
That's wonderful. Wait a moment. Why isn't it locked? And why is it empty?
Huh? Well, it's because I borrowed this box to store my treasures.
Borrowed?
But since you're here for the box, I took all my treasures out. That's why it's empty.
You used it to store your things? Then where are the original contents of the box? That's what I want.
Oh, Oh, you want the thing that used to be in the box? You should have said so.
Я обожаю клей.
Have you?
No, it's not broken at all. It's the book in your hand.
What? This. So this book, this diary, is that Hag's? It's her diary from 50 years ago? The thing she wanted back after 50 years was the dark history of her youth? Huh, I'm finished. No wonder that old woman said I should not look at it no matter what, or she'd rip me to shreds.
Am I in trouble? It was you who said you wanted the box. You didn't say anything about
Я
the thing
обожаю
inside.
клей. Она такая крохот.
I don't know anything. I'm leaving. Bye. Well, if you don't say anything, your master won't find out, will she?
Impossible. Astrology can see through all lies. You've seen it yourself. After having spent all my mora to come to Mondstadt, not only have I gained no knowledge, but now I can't return. How did it come to this?
That's so sad. Maybe you could forget everything in that book and then go back.
That's too difficult. And even if I wanted to stay in Mons, yes. I mean, no. You really have no way with words.
Well, then you'll just have to go back and face your master.
Stop talking about it. I guess I'll have to... I'll just have to stay in Mondstadt temporarily. Once that old crone's reached the end of her days, I'll be free. But what will I do about my astrology research? No, wait. I don't even have a place to stay.
About that, we can go ask Catherine at the Adventurers Guild. Let's see if she can help.
The Adventurers Guild? Ah, right. You can do commissions for them in exchange for... You know what I mean, don't you? Oh, thanks. Never mind, it's nothing.
В общем, Мона теперь из астрологии переходит в клан Искателей Приключений.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. I see. I understand the situation. There is a magic laboratory in Mondstadt that has been sealed by some unknown person. Although we have a few specialists who could break the seal, they all have their own labs and aren't that interested in the matter. I believe that if the astrologist you mentioned can break the seal, the owner of that house wouldn't mind if she stayed there. All right. Then, allow me to tell you where the house is.
Ой, случайно. Так.
The person who placed this seal is by no means simple. Breaking this seal by force is nigh on impossible. Interesting. I suppose it's worth using my astrology on. Let me see. I see. So, if you first... and... It's open.
Holy moly, that's amazing! Now we just need to go back to Catherine and you'll be able to stay here.
No need, no need. You have my utmost thanks.
You are?
Oh, I'm Goth, the owner of this house. I passed by the Adventurers Guild a while back, and Catherine told me about the matter. I never thought this troublesome seal would be dispelled so quickly.
Does that mean I can stay here?
Of course, of course. The facilities inside were just being left there anyway. I would be glad to have someone make use of them. To express my thanks, I shall rent this building to you at the lowest possible price.
Rent? I didn't hear anything about rent, and I helped out too.
Yes, of course, I understand. I am most thankful to you for that. So rest assured that I will give you the best rate.
Сейчас скажет 20 000 Моры.
I mean...
Мона, у тебя нет выхода.
Mona's misunderstood something, but...
I guess I don't have any other choice. I'll rent this place.
Great! Then we are agreed. I will go prepare the documentation. Please wait here.
Thanks for your help. Also, well, I'm very sorry, but I won't be able to do what I agreed to help you with just yet. Without the necessary tools and without new knowledge, it will take me some time to see your destiny clearly. But I promise that I'll do a reading for you first thing once I'm ready. Thank you. Our traveling together was fate. And of the good kind, I'd say. I wish you both safe travels. As for me, I need to think of the future as well.
How is she gonna make a living if she doesn't use astrology to make money?
Но она же сильная, я думаю,
Check
справится.
on her once in a while. It would really be bad if she fainted from hunger in there.
Отлично. Так, мы сейчас сможем купить одну молитву. Точнее, одну крутку. И сейчас сделаем 5 круток. Ничего интересного пока. Ну неужели прям настолько ничего интересного? Понятно. Спасибо. Так, у нас есть еще... Сделаем стандартные крутки. Ой, ну хоть что-то. Ну ладно, это неплохо. Но вся моя удача, похоже, закончилась на бал. Так, ну что, будем заканчивать стрим. Он шел супер долго, 3,5 часа. Ну, это реально долго для меня. Вот. Следующий стрим я теперь не знаю, когда. Я уже говорила, что следующая неделя будет супер для меня насыщенная. И я не знаю, смогу ли я провести стрим до выходных или нет. Поэтому вот так. В общем, всем спасибо за стрим, за то, что пришли, смотрели, комментировали. Мне очень-очень приятно. Еще увидимся. Всем пока.